Let us continue the slides now. So look at the third subdivision, red face card. Okay, so here also they are given red and also face card here. So here how many red cards are available? So 26 red cards are available. So in that how many face cards are there? So totally face cards is nothing but 12. Now only we have seen the second subdivision. 12 face cards are available. In that 6 face cards are red and 6 face cards are black. Okay, so here red face cards are only they are asking here. So the total number of face cards is nothing but 12. Out of red color face card 6 and black color face card is nothing but 6. So they are asking red color only. So n of c equal to 6 here. Therefore the probability is 6 divided by 52. So after simplification 3 2s are 6 and 26 2s are 52. Right. So here in face card totally 12 face cards are there. In each variety 3 face cards are there. We need red face card only. Right. So 2 varieties are having red color. Therefore 3 plus 3 6 here. Okay. And look at the next subdivision. Fourth subdivision, jack of hearts. So how many hearts, heart cards are available? So 13. That is one of the variety. So in each variety 13 cards available. So in heart 13 cards are available. Out of that, so 9 are printed with a number. So remaining 4 are, I have already told that is Jack, King, then Queen. Okay, these are the other 4 cards. Then out of that, how many jacks are there? Only 1 jack are there. Okay, so out of 13, how many jack now? 1. So the n of d is nothing but 1. D is nothing but even term. That is, I mentioned with the letter here. So even of getting jack cards. Okay, so the answer is 1 divided by 52. Right. Look at the next subdivision. A spade. A spade is also one of the variety. Okay, so in spade how many cards are available? 13 cards are available. So that n of e is nothing but the event of getting spade. So n of e equal to 13. The answer is 13 divided by 52. And if I are simplifying this, so here 1 time 1 4, sorry, that is 113 and 4 13s are 52. Right. So look at the next subdivision, the queen of diamond. Queen of diamond. In diamond heart, how many varieties are there? How many cards are there? 13 cards available. Out of 13, how many queens are there? Only 1 queen is there. So the answer is 1. So 1 divided by 52. Right? So these are the subdivisions of the example, and this is the procedure to find out the probability. So look at the next example. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 130 good ones. Okay, so here 2 kind of pens are there. So defective and also good. Right. So 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. Okay, so totally how many pens are there now? 12 plus 132, that is 144. Okay, so it is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. Okay, it's not possible to identify which one which. Okay, so one pen is taken out at random from the lot. So determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. Okay, so totally 144 pens are there. Out of 142, oh sorry, 144, 12 defective and 132 are good condition. But we don't know which one which. So we are going to take only one pen from the lot randomly. So randomly means without knowing, right? So we are going to find out what is the probability that pen will be a good one. Okay, I think you all understood the question. So look at the solution now. So total number of defective pen is 12 and good one is nothing but 132. So now total number of pen is nothing but 144. Okay. So the question, okay, the total number is something, that is sample space, so 144, and here we are going to define our event, A equal to the event of getting good one, because that is a question, right? How many good pens are available here? So 132 good pens are available. So out of how many pens? 144. So that's that. So P of A equal to 132 by 144. Suppose if the question is what is the probability of getting the pen that is it will be a defective pen. the question is like this. How can you find out what is the probability of that one? So defective pen is 12. So 12 divided by 144, answer will come. Okay. Look at the next example. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. Okay. A lot of 20 bulbs. So totally how many bulbs are there? Means 20 bulbs are there. Out of that, how many are defective? So 4 are defective. Okay. One bulb is drawn at random from a lot. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? This bulb is defective. So totally 20 bulbs are there. Okay, out of those 4 are defective. So 4 are defective means what about the good condition? So 16 are in good condition. Okay, they are asking to take a defective bulb only. Okay. So this is the second question. Okay, suppose the bulb drawn in 1. So drawn in 1 means it is a continuation one. Suppose the bulb is drawn in 1 is not defective. That is, now we are going to choose a defective pen, one pen. So what is the probability of the pen will be a defective? That is a question. Suppose that the taken pen is not a defective means it not replaced. Okay, it is a continuation one. Alright, and then again we are going to find out we are going to take a pen, so that will be not defective means what is the probability? That's the second question. Okay, listen here. The first subdivision. So totally how many bulbs are there? 20 bulbs are there. Okay, out of that 4 are defective. Okay, so now the first question is what is the probability of taking a defective bulb? That is the first question. And second question. They are asking to take the defective bulb only in the first subdivision. Suppose after taking that it is not a defective means, right? It is not a defective means just to throw that bulb. Okay. So from the remaining bulb you are going to choose one of the another bulb. So that will be not a defective means what about the probability? I think you understood the question. So let us see the question solution now. So the number of bulbs is 20. Out of that 4 are defective bulb. Okay. So what is the probability of getting the bulb which is a defective one? That is a question. So defective is nothing but 4 and total bulb is 20. So according to the formula the answer is 4 divided by 20. So 4 divided by 20 means 1 by 5. Okay. So look at the second subdivision. So once again I explain the second subdivision. So in the first, it is a continuation of the first subdivision. Okay. In the first subdivision they are asking to take the defective bulb. So after taking, right, the bulb is not defective means just to throw it. Okay, it is not defective means, right, just to throw it. It is not defective means what is the meaning? It will be the good one, right? It will be the good one. If you throw out means now in the lot how many bulbs are there? So 19 bulbs only available. Out of that 4 defective bulbs definitely be there, because here they are asking the taking bulb is not a defective means you can throw the bulb. That is the statement given here. So look at the possible cases. So 4 defective bulbs are there after throwing the bulb, and the number of not defective definitely 15, because it is not defective means they asked to not replaced. That means you can throw the bulb anywhere. So the remaining bulb is nothing but 15. Okay. So the total number of bulbs available in the lot is nothing but 19. So we are going to calculate out of 19 only. Now they are asking to find out the probability for not defective. Now not defective means how many bulbs are there here? 15 bulbs. Therefore that is the number of favorable cases. So that is the total number of cases, right? So therefore the answer is 15 by 19. Understand? So if suppose the bulb is defective means after throwing that out of 4, 3 only will be available, but it is they are asking to throw not defective bulbs if it is there means. Okay. So look at the next example. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Okay, so they are asking to toss a 1 rupee coin how many times? 3 times, and they are asking to note down the outcomes. Okay, in each time. So Hanif, one of the person, wins. So when he wins the game, if all the tosses give the same result, if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails. Okay. So here, what is the experiment here? Tossing a coin 3 times. Okay. Tossing a coin 3 times. That is the experiment here. And here, what is the event is nothing but Hanif lose the game. That is the event here. Okay. So one of the statement already given, if Hanif will win the game means in all the 3 cases the result will be the same. Okay. So here the 3 cases is very important. One is tossing 3 coin, and second one tossing 3 coin, or a coin is tossed 3 times. Both are same. Okay. Already I said in the last class itself. Okay. So a coin is tossing 3 times, and second one, the event is Hanif will lose the game, and third one, when he wins, in all the 3 cases, in all the 3 chances, he will get the same result. Okay. So look at the solution now. So these are the number of possible outcomes. These are the possible outcomes when throwing 3 dice. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes are there. As I already told that the general formula is the 2 power n when you are tossing a coin. So here n is nothing but number of times tossing the coin. Here 3 times tossing the coin. So totally 2 power 3 equal to 8 outcomes will come. Okay. If here the event, actually the Hanif will win the game when he gets the same result. Same result means in all the 3 cases. Okay. So in all the 3 cases, which events are having the same results? So this one and also this one. Because in the first case head, second case also head, third also head. Here first case tail and second tail, third chance also tail. So these 2 are having the same result. So Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, means if he get head or tail, only he will win the game. Okay. But the question is they are asking to lose the game. So lose the game means without these 2 will occur. Okay. So without these 2 will occur means which are the possible cases now? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here the number of favorable cases is nothing but 6 only according to lose the game. Okay. According to the lose the game. Right. So the answer is 6 divided by 8. So 3 divided by 4 after simplification. Okay. Look at the next example. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time and 5 will come up at least once? Okay. So a die is thrown twice. Okay. So here only one die is thrown 2 times, or 2 dice thrown at a time. So both are the same results. Okay. So look at the sample spaces. When you are throwing 2 dice, so these are the sample spaces. In the last class itself we have seen. So how many cases are available means totally 36 cases are available here. So the question is, what is the first question? 5 will not come off either of the time. So either of the time means, so 1, 1 means first die shows 1 and second die 1. And suppose here 4, 3 represents what? So first time 4, second time, so first die shows 4, second die shows 3. And here 5, 5 means the first die also shows 5 and second also shows 5. That is the meaning here. Okay. So here the question is 5 will not come of either time. So will not come up means, so in at least one time also it won't come. That is the meaning. So the 5 occurs in which cases? So here 1 and here 2, here 3, here 4, here, and similarly here. So 5 comes at least one time means these kind of cases only. So this one and this one, we can neglect these cases. So what about the remaining one? The remaining one is nothing but totally 25. So the answer is 25 by 36. Okay. So look at the second one. 5 will come up at least once. At least once means the remaining one. That means we can take this column. So this column, everything contains 5. Similarly this row. So except these 2, the remaining are not containing 5 here. But they are asking to come up at least once. So so if you calculate this one and this one means, so total 11 times will come. So the answer is 11 by 36. Thank you.